Good evening, church. My name is Shandra, and I'm a child of God. Today I could say that. I have always felt different as a little child, even growing up. I'm going to try to make this short and sweet. I've been put through the ringer. So, okay, can you hear me out there? Can you hear me? Okay, good. No? Closer. There we go. Okay. I've had a lot of ups and downs in my whole entire life. So I've always felt different, or the oddball, or the one in the back, baby in the back corner. And I was comfortable with baby back in the corner because that way no harm can come for me. And a few people were like, we don't do that. We want to bring you forward. But as soon as I would come forward a little bit, I would be hurt one way or another. You know, I'm sure there's a lot of alcoholics and addicts in this room tonight. I myself am a recovered alcoholic addict. And it didn't start with walking to the rooms of Alcoholics Anonymous or Narcotics Anonymous. I was in and out of those programs for a long time. And I did it for the courts. I did it for my children. I did it for my mom. I did it for everybody else but me. And I could do program really good. I could be anything you want me to be with that mask. Till one day, I looked at my husband and I gave him up all the kids and said, you got to go. Take these kids and go. I got to do this one more time. Years went past. I got sober long enough to have another child out of wedlock. And did the whole program thing, and it didn't keep me sober. And once again, I decided to come back home for a minute, enough to clean up and get well. And then I went on a Harley ride and didn't come home for 4 years. That was the best thing that ever happened to me. The reason why I say that is I'm stubborn, so I have to feel, taste, and smell everything to get it. Okay, and so all that stuff I put myself through, being homeless, nowhere to go, sleeping out underneath a tree, carrying Louis Vuitton luggage, walking down the street. All the things that happened to me, I'm not going to mention much about it, but let's just say life got really cold and really lost. One day I'm on my way to New Directions to visit someone, and I'm at my ends wit, and I'm ready to check myself into another program. And as I'm walking down F Street in Stockton, it was about noon 30, and something came over me. I started crying. I was all alone, and I yelled out, I can't, you can't show me. Enough. All I know is what I can tell you, this is what it felt like. It felt like God had reached down on the scruff of my neck, pulled me out of the pits of hell, set me down on the ground, and said, now walk. Now walk. I stayed down in Stockton for 10 more days, did not touch nothing. Was so just like, done. Deliverance. Deliverance when you're willing and you ask. Amazing. He is so awesome. Love that daddy of mine. Brought me back to Lodi, California. I had nowhere to go. My mom was tired. She was done. So I went to the Salvation Army as an overnighter. Was like, okay, I remember this lady, a friend of mine named Donna Summers, who used to go out there on the streets with me, and I remember her testimony, and I remember watching her as she grew. And I'm like, you know what? I know what to do. Called the Lodi House, got into the Lodi House. I didn't graduate the program because I couldn't find a job at that time. But I graduated right here because I stayed sober and I kept pushing no matter what. And I remember riding my bicycle back and from, and I was kind of worried because it was the same stomping grounds I used to do my thing in Lodi. And God says, I'm going to put you right where you used to get loaded in, but you're going to be all right. You're going to see your daughter that you can't see right now, but you'll be all right, and you're not to go up to her. Okay, fine. So kept pushing. I decided I needed to go to Alcoholics Anonymous because I need to work these things called the 12 steps on the wall. And the only reason why I needed to do those is because I finally found a God, but I also need to figure out why Shandra is Shandra. And it saved my life as well. I know who I am today. I'm one of the chosen ones, just like many of you are out there. If you want this, the doors will be open. I'm going to tell you another little thing about myself. I'm going to put myself on blast in front of y'all. I can't read or write. That Bible that we have, I open that pages of this thing every single morning when I wake up, and I read it just fine. Just fine. That book was written way, way, way when, and I'm telling you, that thing is alive every single day of my life. If you want something you never had, you got to do something you never did. As soon as you surrender and willing, let him take control, and you can walk. Thank you.